G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Nice morning down here in Melbourne in January. It's a beautiful summery day, not too hot, 25, 27 degrees, beautiful. Now this is a shimpaku juniper that you would have seen in previous videos. I'll put links into when what I did is I aerated some of these trunks off. Had multiple trunks, got 1, 2, 3, 4 heavyish ones. And I do remember saying I want to come back to 2 main trunks at least, maybe a third one, which is a smaller one at the back here. But today it's about let's get the next part of the process happening. So I've got an ugly fat stub here with a branch on it, which we're not going to use, and I have have a back branch here that's very straight, and it's got a little bit of foliage there, which we don't really want. So most likely today it's about removing or ginning this off, taking those smaller branches off, maybe use them as cuttings, probably will, and just seeing what the next part of this tree is in the next part of the process. I do see maybe a twin trunk somehow, 1, 2, there's possibly a third one, maybe we can use that, but let's remove these first and see what the tree looks like. So that's the first process. First part in this process. So I'm going to take off these guys for now. So nice, possibly cutting. We'll see what happens. Not a cutting at the back, possibly. Oops, no, that didn't work. Just let me go. There we go. So 2 possible cuttings. Put them aside for now. Make sure my turntable's nice and stable. I did put it on an angle, thinking I was just trying to play around with angles, but I'll do that later. So now I kind of ring bark the base, so I don't go all the way down to the base because I want to try and peel it. So I just ring bark so that it doesn't go too much further than there, and then it just makes a natural tear when I tear some of the. Pretty easy to create gins, or at least easy to take the bark off. I think gins are hard work. I mean, to get them looking good, I think you just need a lot of practice. I'm still learning, but I'll just try and make it look like it's a little bit, what's the word, natural looking as you can. So then I just sometimes I just come in and start cutting away at it and tearing, so you can get nice, so you just tear off, so it gives a more natural looking feel. You just tear bits off it. If it goes too low, cut it off. It's very rough at the moment. Now I start to try and cut into it just to make it look more interesting rather than straight. Give you a rough idea. I don't like it too straight, so I'm going to have to try and put little cuts in there, a bit more unusual. Maybe we won't even keep it anyway, maybe we'll take it off entirely. So yeah, something a bit more rough. Go to the back one now. That's too long anyway. That's way too long. I just want a small one. So having a long straight one is kind of boring. So take that much off. It's nice having this little, maybe little stub here, just create a bit more natural looking. There you go, a couple of nice little gins there created. Now, does it open the tree up a lot more? Yeah, it does. It takes away those trunks so you can actually see a bit better. Let's have a look for myself. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I really want to study this tree a bit more than rush into anything. Do I keep this third trunk? It's the skinniest, but it's very tall, so I would have to twist that down. Or do I maybe go back this way, create a twin trunk? Do I go slightly this way? And create, you know, a twin trunk but slightly in this direction, a slanting direction. That's nice too. But again, I think this is something you need to study. Take your time, study, clean out the dead bits, clean out stuff that you don't want to see. What looks good, what doesn't, what's going to work. Yeah. Interesting. I don't have to think about it. I'm going to have to look at this carefully. Like, don't rush the decision. Take your time. I do see there's a nice tree here that we can create, and then a smaller tree here that we can create. I can see that quite clearly. But does it go this way, or does it go the other way? They both look good. Probably my biggest issue is this bit's very straight. That's the only bit I'm concerned about. I did try and put bends in it, but it didn't really work. I don't know if I can actually get it to bend a bit more now. I mean, maybe if I had a bit more rough here or something, or if I had time to do that. Might bend a little bit. I might bend a little bit more. Maybe that would create a bit more interest. Now I've wired this down here for some reason. Put a big branch here wired down into this spot. I've got a big one up there. So it looks like I've got two branches that I've wired. So I'll try and maybe show you this end. So I've got two branches that I've wired. Now I might have to change that to this one comes down more and this one goes up more. I think I had it the other way around. Maybe that will work a bit differently. Let me see. Maybe that creates a different kind of look tree. Yeah, it probably improves the tree doing it this way. And then I can put a second tree. So I know it looks messy now, but I think that I can work with those branches going in that direction rather than the other way. Because then I can create something out here, and I can create an apex in here, and I can have a secondary tree here. So if these guys have to be all wired down. So yeah, maybe that's one thing we can work on. Maybe that's one look we can look at working through. So So it's just, I'm trying to understand what the best tree is going to look like. I don't think that's going to work, this branch. I mean, I don't know where it would fit in now. I'm going to leave it until I've done all the work and then see if it actually does fit in somewhere. So let's play around with that as our thinking. I'm going to do some rough cutting and wiring up and see if we can create a nice tree or start a nice tree in this piece of material. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. I don't think I have to. I'll come back and tell you lots about it, if what I've done, but I'll do a time lapse because you guys don't want to see me clipping off dead bits and stuff. It's just a bit of trimming, a bit of wiring, I think, and then I'll come back and show you and talk through what I've done and why I've done what I've done. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, guys. Alright, so you would have seen a time lapse, but that took approximately an hour for me to do. I've pretty much just set the structure of the tree with main wiring. Now, I've left this long trunk here, but because I want to show you guys that it probably is not needed. So I've got a nice long branch here, try to create an apex in here, try to create a tree in here. Now, obviously, I'll try and spin it around, give you an idea of how the tree looks, but I really like it. Actually, it's actually come along really well. Probably looks better in person than on the camera. It doesn't give you the three-dimensional view, but it's not too bad. It's a good. I've set the structure, so I haven't done all the fine wiring up here. The branches are just a bit too thin, and I don't want to risk snapping them. This branch is kind of ugly at the moment, but I'll have to work to get that fuller. This is a nice. I like this nice cascading branch. I like this apex. This tree is going to be nice. Just needs some areas to improve in here. I did remove quite a few branching. There's quite a few little twigs and stuff on the ground. But what I'm going to show you is this guy now. If I don't even hide that, it looks the tree is even better. So it's pretty easy choice to remove that. So we're just going to do that today. Now, I might leave a little gin as well. So that's gone there. Now, how does the tree look? Much better, more light. I do like it on that angle a little bit more. I think it might suit the tree better. So you guys can see that. Probably have to just tweak a few branches now, bring that down a bit more, bring that down into there, just to fill that gap so you can see that starting to happen. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's come along really well. Probably doesn't look as good in the camera as it does in person. It's got all the dimensions covered. It's got enough back branching to give you depth. I really like this branch here. Just want to kind of replicate that in here, over here. I like the gins, they play well at the base. I'll just gin that off in a second, but yeah, I didn't want to take up too much more time, but I think it's come along really well. It's a good first styling, I guess. Good first styling, twin trunk, nice tree. If this recovers well, be repotted in coming winter, which is our July-August period. In Melbourne, so yeah, looking nice. We'll have a look at the base and the roots and stuff when we get a chance to do that. But this is a nice start. Probably reduce the tree a bit more in terms of thickness. I've just taken off a lot today. I feel like I've taken off quite a bit. I don't want the juvenile foliage to hit the tree. I want to keep the adult scale foliage. So I don't want to do too much more trimming. This needs to fill out. Yeah, looks good. I'll just gin off this little bit. Anyway, I'll do that out later. But yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully the time lapse isn't too quick. It is an hour. That's an hour for me to do that work, but in time lapse could be like a few minutes, so it might be really fast and a bit crazy. But I hope you guys appreciate some of the work. So anyway, guys, there you go. Nice little twin trunk shimpaku. I think will come up really well in the future. Won't take long to develop this tree. It's all got the structure in place, so it should be good. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys soon.